Anyways, hey, what's up, you guys? So we are with Scott Page. He's got some event, stuff under his belt. Like, what have you won?
I haven't won anything.
What have you taught? Done well?
It's been a long time, but I taught nationals in 2010 with Frog Monarchs. I taught nationals in 2011 with Grapekeepers, and I taught YCS Dallas 2011 with Frog Monarchs.
Alright, so we're gonna deck profile here. What deck is it?
This is not my deck. It's my friend's deck, and it's like super cool. It's just Evilswarm with like a little bit of a twist. Obviously, the cutest card ever. It's like a love-hate relationship. I love when I summon this card, but when my opponent does, I just get fucking mad. This card is just so broken. It's just like ruined Yu-Gi-Oh for me. It's like just ruined Yu-Gi-Oh. 3 of this guy. Heliotrope, broken. 1950s huge, makes Thunder King like irrelevant. 3 of the normal summon twice guy, caster. Like even if they Veiler this guy, you can summon again. It's a condition, which is just awesome. His deck only uses 2, but if I were gonna use, I mean, I have been testing this deck for like the past 3 weeks, and I use 3 of this guy. Like he's my favorite card in the deck. Because like when this deck gets into the grind game, it's really tough for this deck to lose because they search out the guy and you can't special summon monsters. You have to worry about anything because the guy just sits there, Ophium, he just sits there with infinite back row, not infinite, but a good amount. You search it out for free, it's just great. And when you drop this guy after him, he's banished from 1950, it's no joke. It's no joke. Ooh, crazy! 2 tour guides and a tour bus. The reason he plays tour bus is like if you open Rabbit Tour Guide, you can rabbit. You have to not draw the vanillas, but you make the 2 vanillas, then you exceed for Ophion, detach, and the next turn you summon a tour guide, Leviair, put the vanilla back on the deck so you can rabbit again, which is pretty cool. That's just the nuts upon the nuts. It doesn't really happen very often. It's just cool. Did I miss anything? That's it. 3 effect Veilers. This is pre-Kerkyon. I don't know, like, New Jersey's tough because Kerkyon is such a good card. And like you have to use like Thunder King in place of like the Kerkyon, and like the deck doesn't work well with anything but Evilswarms. It's kind of difficult, but I would use 3 Veilers almost no matter what. The card is really good in this specific deck because you have to protect your Ophion, and then Dark Arm and Blackluster Soldier. This stupid shit. 3 of this guy. I think when Kerkyon comes out, I'm probably only going to use 2 of this guy, and this is going to be the trap. I'm not quite sure what it's called. The infection or something like that. It like dodges bottomless. Like you can put it back in your deck and search another one. Search the Thunderbird and all that good stuff. 2 Space Typhoons. Get rid of their back rows. 2 Dress. This is personal preference. I think this card's good. It's really good in game 2 and 3 because it gets over Snowman. That's like really the only thing I can really think of. It works with Thunder King. Thunder King's not in this deck. I'm mainly talking about my version. I should just show you my version, but I don't really have it built. Dress. It's good to keep your Thunder King alive because the spell that you search out doesn't help your Thunder King, obviously. Woo! 2 Instant Fusion. Let me go get the guy. Basically, this deck is really dumb because it's like OCG, but it doesn't have Kerkyon in it. So like you summon a monster, you instant fusion, and you make Lavalval Chain, or not, yeah, is it Lavalval Chain that puts a monster on top of your deck? Yeah. You make the Lavalval Chain, put Rabbit on top of your deck, or you go get Dark Arm when you got a Dark in your graveyard or something like that. Just some crazy stuff like that.
Hey, who's playing my jam over there?
Rhoda for caster, summon twice. Allure of Darkness. I don't like this card, there's not enough darks. Pot Avarice. I don't really like this one either, but it's not that. It's Pot Avarice. When it goes off, it's pretty good, but Heavy Storm, best fucking card in the game. It should be fucking banned ASAP. I hate this card. Dark Hole, Monst Reborn. 2 turns of Tributes. This card is fucking great in this deck. Because, you got like Ophion, like push comes to shove, you Torrential and lance your guys, or you can summon the Thunderbird, Torrential. It's just like Wind Up Rabbit and Torrential. It's great. And 1950 is just, I just love that card a lot. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes, pretty good, Fiendish Chain. This is kind of difficult because you can use like 2 Veilers, 3 Fiendish Chain, 3 Fiendish Chain, 2 Veiler, 3/3. Breakthrough Skill is also good. Because like against this deck it's bizarre because like you can't just blind space the back rows because you could hit the spell that you searched out. So they're just gonna save their space for this card, and it's just not the best. It's just not the best. And then the solemn stuff. It's 40. This deck's 41 cards. 2 Ophion. When Kerkyon comes out, probably got to use 3 of this guy. Heart and Soul. This is the Lagia of the deck. He's like he almost rivals Lagia because I mean the only way you can really get around Lagia is back rows, and you can't special summon to get over the guy. You got the spell that it's just he's really good. This is my one of my besides Ophion. This is like my favorite Exceed in the deck. This card's just so degenerate. You just beat them with it. It's just Big Eye, and you can attack with it. You take their monster. It's just retarded. Lavalval Chain. I'm not quite sure what this does. I know you can put Rabbit on top of your deck. I put Dark Elm on top of my deck when I was playtesting with my friend. It's pretty sweet. Daguster Emerald has some pretty cool plays in this deck. Like you can put your Vanillas back to make your Rabbit live. You can special summon a Vanilla from your graveyard for $37.50. It's just, you know, it's nice to have. Mace Stroke, put everything face down. Put Ophion face down. Dweller for the water deck. Pow! 800, you know, your opponent starts at 7,200. Babble Imperative. Huh? What? Your opponent starts at 7,200. They do! You literally have to do 7,200 then bring this guy out. They start at 72. Shockmaster. This guy, I'm not sure if this is right. Yeah, or it's called Ouroboros, but someone told me you can only use 1 of each effect while he's on the field. So he's not as good as I thought he was. If you could just keep discarding cards from your opponent's hand or bouncing shit back, it'd be a lot better. Zenmaines and Leviair because they run Tour Guide. I would not use these cards, but you never know. Cataster, because you use Valor and a bunch of level 4s, and the guy you instant fusion to make, you know, you can make Dweller, you can make the guy to put a card on top of your deck, and all that stuff. So. Just the degenerate shit.
Alright, thanks for the deck profile. What are your thoughts on Evilswarm? Like, you know,
for Nationals, it's really good. Like.